One night, 7 world title fights. On February 22nd, arguably the greatest boxing card of all time will be going down. The card is headlined by the highly anticipated rematch for the undisputed light heavyweight world titles between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, and features incredible talents such as Dubois, Zhilei Zhang, Vergil Ortiz Jr, Hamzah Shiraz, Joseph Parker, and Shakur Stevenson. Welcome to Power Punch. In this video, we will be going over one of the most stacked boxing cards that has ever been assembled. Kicking off with the first fight of the night, undefeated Swedish prospect Konstantino Nanga comes into the bout with a professional record of 12 wins and no losses, with 8 wins by knockout. Nanga has also competed in kickboxing with 28 fights under his belt and multiple titles before focusing on professional boxing. He will face English rising star Rehea, who comes into the bout with a professional record of 20 wins, with just 1 defeat, with 10 big wins coming by way of knockout. Rehea formerly unsuccessfully challenged for the British Boxing Board of Control English middleweight title. Who will come out on top in this clash of talented young light heavyweights? Next up on the card is the first world title fight of the night, when WBO interim world light heavyweight champion Joshua Buatsi will defend his title against Callum Smith. In this battle of Britain's finest, Joshua enters the bout with a clean pro record of 19 wins with no losses. With 13 wins by knockout, he is a multiple-time British champion and also claimed a bronze medal at the 2016 Rio Olympics. Across the ring from him stands his opponent, Callum Smith, who comes into the bout with a pro record of 30 wins and 2 defeats, with 22 big wins by knockout. He has claimed a plethora of national and international titles in his career, including the WBC Diamond Super Middleweight title. Will Callum Smith be able to hand Joshua Buatsi his first professional loss? Or will the 2016 bronze medalist successfully defend his world title? Next up is a battle between 2 top heavyweights. Chinese superstar Zhilei Big Bang Zhang takes on undefeated German contender Agit Kabayel, with the interim WBC heavyweight world title up for grabs. Big Bang Zhang enters the bout with a pro record of 27 victories, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He is a multiple-time WBO Oriental and WBO Interim World Heavyweight Champion and claimed a silver medal for his nation at the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games. His opponent, Agit Kabayel, comes into the bout with a clean professional record of 25 wins and no losses, with 17 wins by knockout. He has claimed a plethora of national, international, and continental titles in his pro career. Who will be victorious in this clash between 2 hard-hitting heavyweights? The fourth fight of the night features 2 of the best super welterweights in the sport right now. Vergil Ortiz Jr. will put his WBC Interim World Super Welterweight title on the line against Israil Madrimov. The American champion Ortiz Jr. enters the fight with a clean pro record of 22 wins and no losses, with a staggering 21 wins by knockout. He has captured national and international titles in his career and looks to make the first defense of his newly claimed interim world title. Across from him stands his opponent, Uzbekistan's Israil Madrimov. Madrimov comes into the bout with a pro record of 10 wins and just 1 defeat and 1 draw. He is the former WBA Super Welterweight World Champion, whose only loss came against American superstar Terence Crawford in August of 2024. He is also a former Intercontinental Champion and accumulated many accolades in his almost 100-fight amateur career before going pro. Will Madrimov become champion once again, or will Ortiz Jr. score another knockout and keep his world title? Next up on the card is a clash between 2 top middleweights, Carlos Adames and Hamzah Shiraz. Hailing from the Dominican Republic, Carlos Adames comes into the fight with a professional record of 24 wins with just 1 loss, with 18 wins coming by way of knockout. He is an incredibly decorated national and regional champion who looks to make his 3rd defense of his WBC middleweight world title. Across the ring from him stands Britain's Hamzah Shiraz, who enters the bout with a clean record of 21 wins and no losses, with 17 big wins by knockout. Shiraz has claimed British, European, and international titles in his pro career, and looks to add the coveted WBC world title to his collection. Will Shiraz stay undefeated and claim the title, or will Carlos Adames stay on top of the sport and hand the hard-hitting Brit his first professional defeat? In the fifth fight of the night, undefeated Americans Shakur Stevenson and Floyd Schofield will test each other's strength and skills to see who is the better man inside the ring, with Stevenson's WBC lightweight world title on the line. Shakur Stevenson is a three-weight world champion who comes into the bout with a clean pro record of 22 wins and no losses, with 10 wins by knockout. He has claimed titles on the regional and intercontinental levels, as well as a silver medal at the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. Stevenson hopes to stay perfect as a pro and make his second defense of the WBC lightweight world title. His opponent, Floyd Schofield, is a young phenom in the sport, looking to taste world title gold for the first time in his career. In 18 fights, he is perfect with 18 wins and no losses, with 12 wins by knockout. He has claimed a state, regional, and intercontinental title in his young career, and looks to dethrone the decorated champion who stands across from him. Who will stay undefeated as a pro? Will it be Stevenson who comes out on top, or will Schofield score the upset and become a world champion at just 22 years old? In the co-main event, another clash between two hard-hitting heavyweights will go down as Daniel Dubois takes on Joseph Parker, with Dubois' IBF World Heavyweight title on the line. Hailing from the United Kingdom, Dubois comes into the fight with a pro record of 22 wins with just 2 losses, with a stunning 21 wins by knockout. Possessing devastating power, Dubois has claimed numerous British, European, and international titles in his pro career and looks to make his second defense of his IBF world title. Across the ring from him stands New Zealand's Joseph Parker, who is also no stranger to knockouts. He enters the bout with a pro record of 35 wins and 3 losses, with 23 wins by knockout. He is the former WBO heavyweight world champion who has accumulated a plethora of national, regional, intercontinental, and Oriental titles in his pro career, and currently holds the interim WBO heavyweight world title. Will Parker emerge on top and dethrone Dubois, or will Daniel's power be too much to overcome and see him stay as champion? And for the final fight of the night, in the main event, is the much-anticipated rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol for the undisputed light heavyweight world titles. Their first fight was an instant classic that went down in October that saw Beterbiev come out on top with a majority decision victory. Born in Russia and representing Canada and possessing incredible power, Beterbiev has stopped every opponent he has fought who was not named Dmitry Bivol, and comes into the fight with a clean professional record of 21 wins and no losses, with an incredible 20 wins by knockout. He is a decorated regional champion and 10-time world champion who aims to stay undefeated and prove to the boxing world that he is truly the better man inside the ring. Across the ring from him stands Kyrgyzstan-born Russian Dmitry Bivol, who is equally as decorated as his foe, minus the undisputed title. He enters the bout with a pro record of 21 wins and just 1 defeat, with 12 wins by knockout. He claimed a national and intercontinental title before staking his claim as one of the world's top light heavyweights, and is a 15-time world champion. Bivol also has almost 100 amateur fights under his belt. Their first fight was razor close, with many fans seeing the fight going either way. Will Bivol overcome the odds and defeat the only man to hand him a professional loss, possibly setting up one of the biggest boxing trilogies of all time? Or will Beterbiev prove that the judges got it right the first time and stay as the best light heavyweight in the world right now? Find out when it all goes down on Saturday, February 22nd. I mean, wow, what an incredible fight card. I can't wait to see how it all plays out between a handful of the best fighters in the world today, and I know you can't either. Who are you backing going into the greatest fight card to ever be assembled? Leave a comment down below, and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and want to see more of my content.